Yeah, I wanted to come back down more. Gonna be waiting here. See what happened over here. Okay, so 1 hour did break down again to touch this 8 moving average and then spike up. So that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for this 1 hour to come back here, somewhere around here, before pushing up again. This. Yeah. 4 hours still ranging here between the 8 and 50. So let's see. And it's not good that it closed back below. I was waiting for maybe close above it, but it did not. All right, just gonna wait. What's this one here? Daily. Okay, yeah. Okay. Power and yeah, I'm gonna wait for GG. At least I want to see 1 hour moving averages crossing here, somewhere around here. Because this way 1 hour still showing sells. I mean 4 hour closed above that daily, but just gonna have to wait more because 4 hours for sales too. But I'm expecting at least to come somewhere around here before pushing down. Stop analysis on this GG, okay. Okay, so I see a 3-month resistance right here. And if we go to daily, close back below that zone, next daily can retest it and push down. But let's see the monthly. We have another monthly here, right? We have another monthly, as you can see. We have a previous monthly closed back just below that zone. Next one rejected and pushed down. So yeah. Wait for an hour to do the job. We have another weekly zone right. So this 3-month resistance here. It's also weekly support right here. So guys, I muted you guys. Guys, you're not talking, I mute your mic. Okay, so let's see what do we have down there in low time frame. So, it comes down here would be much better. But this is the strong zone we have, which is weekly. Is it weekly or monthly? Yeah, it's weekly here. I'm gonna wait for this GG. I mean, this could work, but the stop is gonna be big. Stop should be here. It's a big one. Right? See how big is this 12 pips. Okay. And 12 pips, but it's still pushing. I think it's coming down here. I'm just gonna wait for this. Yeah. I don't trust this zone because look what the 1 hour did here. Would like to see it coming down, then the stop is just going to be just below this. So. You know what? Let me see. I'm giving a shot to DJ right there. Try the buys. So my entry is there. There's a big stop loss. So I'm going to control and manage this trade in a 1 hour candle. I see that 1 hour close below this zone, which is daily. I'm out. I'm going to be waiting for a better entry here. So let's see. Because I haven't seen that respected the daily and just pushed out. And I don't want to miss that trade. But I'm going to be managing it there down there. Give it some room. Right. Let's see. Should just enter here, but I was not sure. So let's see. $51, 874. Let's see. And the gold, I know it's pushing up, but I'm just going to be waiting here. Just, I know it's going to come back here. Probably it's going to come back down here. So 6 hour candle does make sense to keep going up because this candle closed above that weekly zone here, and the 6 and the 8 moving average in the 6 hour candle. But I just used to trade the 4 hour, and I have realized that 4 hour does um, does the how to explain that? Does work for a the 6 hour candle. Sometimes it just come all the way down here, so that's why I wanted to come back down a little bit more if it goes. So it is what it is. I'm gonna be waiting for another next zone, which is above this zone here, which is above this line, above here, close above that zone. And let's see. See if I introduce the bits. How do I hear the audio? Huh? Good morning, Gafur. Gafur Muhammad. How do I hear the audio? Do you hear me now? I was muted the audio. That's why maybe you didn't hear me. We hear you. Okay. Maybe Gafur has some issues in here. Let's make this 2 hour looks good. Has no top hook. Maybe has just a little small one. It's gonna push make that top hook. Okay. So they see this 3 hour candle. We have a problem, which is the 8 moving average is rejecting it. So let's see if this 3 hour at least close above that. Can you guys mute your mic if you're not talking, please? Good morning, Samid. We're probably coming down here again. Let's see this 15 minutes. For hours, let me see. Yeah, for hour did not touch the 8 SMA yet, but the 3 hour did. So it's rejecting it. That's the issue we have here. 2 hours below. That's a good thing. And also 1 hour. I mean, we have 1 hour here too, which is the 50. So let's see. Yeah, that 15 minutes candle, it can come here again. Just 3 pips. It's not good. It's not bad. There you go. See if that good. We got that 3 hour candle closing above that 8 moving average would be good.
Jim,
Hey Ali, good morning.
how are you, sir?
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good, good.
Najim, I asked you about the 4 hours. And, and yeah, please, if you can go to the 4 hours.
I can hear you very clear, Ali.
All right, all right.
Can you write what you want to say?
Yes.
All right. All right. Let me just stop moving because I know I move a lot. All right. Let's see. Let's go. Let's go. A 4 hour SMA. All right. What about it, Ali? This 4 hour it can be a problem. So this at this point, like we'll have just a runner if we got to this point here, because okay, it keeps finish your question and then we'll explain what I see. Do you interest if I this candle take over the okay. So the 4 hour moving averages, they are for the cells, right? But we probably coming up here somewhere in this between. It can also come all the way up here, pushing down again. So that's what I'm expecting, because I have this 4 hour candle, right? This 4 hour candle closed above this daily, right? And I think it's let's see here. Yeah, the small line here, it's daily, and we have also weekly here, which let me see daily. Let it see open. So I'm just trading based on 4 hour now, and also 6 hour closing above. Yeah, so that's what I'm expecting. And I'm managing my trade here. If we close below this daily zone here, I'm out. If 1 hour close back below here, because 4 hours for sales, so being careful here, because it may be not going all the way up, just push down from here. And the reason why is because we have that daily closed below this weekly, which this daily here, right? This red candle, it's closing below this. It's not weekly; it's 3 month resistance right here, 3 month, and that it's also a weekly support, which is here, right? And if we go to daily, daily also closed below that zone, and this one came rejected that zone. So in based on the 4 hour candle, we may see that candle coming down up again here, which I think, let me see. Yeah, we may see coming up again here before pushing down to continue with this higher time frame zones, because we closed below that zone, right? So that's what I'm expecting. But if 1 hour closed below that 1 hour daily zone, which is this one here, right? This is the last one we have to down. We close below that zone. I'm just getting out maybe like maybe 5-6 pips loss, and wait for better entry. Let's see something in here. See what happened here. See 1 hour. Yeah. Okay. So 1 hour breaking up and down. Yeah. Average is above and goes down. Let's see. Just gonna manage this if we close below this one again. Someone is have music in the background. Uh, so the most important candle here is the 4 hour, right? Because the 4 hour closed above the zones here, daily, weekly, and 4 hour resistance, which I don't look at. And this one came exactly to the daily and it's rejecting it. And now I'm just managing the lower time frame, because this 30 minute it can come down again here, somewhere even here before pushing up again. Yeah, let's see. Just gonna be managing this in the 30 minutes, probably maybe 1 hour. See that? That's what I mean. Where management's coming in. Right? So let's see. And also the 3 hour candle closed above that zone, but it's rejecting this 8 moving average, which is the blue one. We have this thing here, rejecting it. So as soon as we are above this zone here, I'm just going to focus on buys. A good buy. It's closing bullish. Let's see the gold here. Gold, I'm waiting for gold to come back here. that 4-hour candle, it's not enough bottom wick. It has to come back more down. 3 hours. 3-hour makes sense, but 4-hour just closed, so 4-hour works bigger. And the 6-hour candle. Yeah, let's see if we come back down here in the 6-hour candle and 4-hour, making that good bottom wick. And yeah, 1 hour should not close below this zone here. Otherwise, it's going to something like this is going to happen. Once we close below, this one is coming to reject and push down. So if I take any buys from this zone, I'm going to be managing this 1 hour. If it close back down here, hopefully it doesn't just push down straight. Sometimes it does that. You cannot manage, just going to stop you. But if you close back below here, and I have time to close the trade. And that's how I manage it. CGG here, GG. So we have 2 candles rejecting that zone. If this one goes below this zone, means which means we may come down somewhere around here. Yeah. No problem, Ali or Gafoor. I saw Bitcoin coming down. Let's see. Daily, I think. Yeah. Okay, let's go to weekly here. See Bitcoin what it's doing. Let's go to monthly. Okay. Monthly is just making that. Okay, this was the first, I think the first support on the, well, maybe there's some down here, but up here it was the first monthly support, which we're gonna have to focus on because it's a new support. And we have the weekly right here. You can see prices breaking and breaking down, but at the same time we have another weekly here, which is prices exactly at that zone now. Do this. Okay, that's good. All right, so let's see why did price break down and keep going down here. See daily did close above. Let's see for hour. For hour there is no entry because close down here, and I would be waiting up here. It did not come. Let's see if we have any chance. 3-hour candle, which here, this is the entry here. I mean, maybe we should have entered here, maybe we could start, but this is the next entry and it work out. And 1 hour, 1 hour's faking out here, but this time it did actually. 2 hour makes sense here. I like more 2 hour. Once we cross below this zone here, this one retested and push down. This one will be the entry here. Let's see what's going on here for our close back below. Okay. I need to is the next. Okay. So this is what I see here. This weekly candle closed above this zone and above this one here. So what's going on in here now? It could be a weekly bottom week, right? And then to keep going up. But for that, to make sure that buys coming, we need a close above this zone here again, or above here to say, okay, price is coming back above in the lower time frame. That means in the weekly is that like it's making that bottom week to go up. Let's see, DJ is still playing there. Let's go back and do analysis again on gold. Okay. So this is what I see on gold. We have a weekly zone right here. This is a new resistance. Right. I'm just gonna fix this. Like it's a new resistance which weekly closed above it. Previous weekly. Let's see this. Closed above this, but this one it has been respected. Let's see the monthly zone here because I cannot forget about this. All right, that one is far. Okay, I'm focusing weekly then. How this monthly closed?
Recording in progress.
Okay. Monthly does not make sense, but weekly does. So this is what I was explaining in the US theory. See that weekly closed above, and all what happened down here was that weekly making bottom wick, just like this. Not US theory, it was Bitcoin. Right. So we have this weekly closing above this zone here and above this. So I'm not saying 100% that, but I have seen this a lot of times. This weekly is down here, but this could be like that bottom week to push up. And for to say, okay, we're pushing up, we need a close above this zone here. Once we price coming back above this zone, we may try buys. Right? For now, we are below that zone, so we may wait for the break above, right? Wait for that touch here and push up. Let me see if we can find something like that in here. We have that. I mean, it did here too, but it came back down. This is what you want to get out once we close below this zone and wait for break up again. This is the entry right here, push up. So, but now here we have a problem. The moving average is still showing sells, right? So that means we may see some down before coming back above again. Oh shit. I forgot about GJ. GJ is coming down. Okay, so let's see. All right. So has 16 minutes to go. And if this 1 hour closes below that zone here, I'm out. Five pips. And gold is coming down too. We was waiting for. Oh, let me do this. Gold have to be careful with gold here because this is when it came down again. Touch that zone. Let's see. Would like to come back more down here for gold, which it did, but okay. Let's wait for gold to come a little bit more down because I know gold is crazy. But if this 1 hour close below this zone again, then you don't want to be in that price. All right. Push now. Let's wait a little bit more. I think this is small stop for gold for 10 pips. Yeah. All right. So GJ is breaking down there. This is where the risk management is coming on. As I said, if we close below that zone, 1 hour close here, get out. Right? Don't think about it twice. 11 minutes. Gold is pushing up. Shit. Shit. We missed the entry in gold, man. Yeah. It is what it is. I was expecting this, but that came. I mean, I could enter it here, but I just don't trust gold because I know how he moves, does this shit like this here, right? So at least I wanted to take it from the bottom possible. Anyways, if we miss that, then it will be waiting for what is that? Let's see, this is another weekly here. I'm gonna be waiting above this weekly here, which is this zone here. I'm gonna be waiting for the close above, right? Which have rejected before many times. So if we close above here, we may get another chance for buys. For now, yeah, it did push up. For now, I'm not taking any buys unless we break above here. This was the best entry down here because we had this moving averages exactly that zone, and the price likes to come that at that moving averages. Plus, it's a weekly zone, so just rejecting that zone again. All right. Keep in mind, DJs, this 4-hour candle is still new, so we have no top wick, so that could be a good thing too, because this means that made that bottom wick to push up. So price when this moving averages get close to each other, like 1 hour, any time frame, price start to range a little bit, right? And that's what I want, like 1 hour closing above that 50, the rated one here, it's the 50 moving average. That would be good because then we can see something like this here, closing down or closing above and up. Here was in between, but here it got out. Good morning, Dimitri. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Still tired. Do you just wake up? Okay. I think it's like 7 or 8 a.m. there, right? Oh, 6:50 London time. Wow, that's very early. Push, 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 push. To get that close above this 50 moving average, that would be good. Yes, it is special. Got to sleep late. Yeah, man. I mean, I just like to take my trade and then go to sleep because if I go to sleep, I won't wake up again. So this 30 minutes make that bottom week. And this 3 hours about to close in 4 minutes. I would like to see that close above this 8 moving average in the 3 hour candle, but I don't think it's going to happen because it's a little bit far away. Let's see, let's see. Let's see. It's rejecting that 8 moving average in the 3 hour candle. 6 hour candle here. This far. 4 hour is close here, but it's not touched yet. So to get that push 2 hour. Yeah, we're probably gonna get that push up. Let's see that it's possible. Let's see here. But this 3 hour candle here is opening again, a new 3 hour candle. We probably come back down here before pushing up again. So expect that. 3 hour candle closed above that zone. Same scenario is happening here, but let's see if we get that push because I don't like what's going on in here. That's coming back. And Let's see. What's going on in the 5 minutes? Yeah, 5 minutes. 5 minutes looking good. Let's see. All right, 3 hours about to close. I don't like that it's closing below that 8 moving average. That shows like sets are stronger. But yeah, let's see. Just gonna be managing this here. Alright, make that bottom wick really quick. Let's see. So this is the zone that I don't want to candle to close below, but this 1 hour is still open. It has 1 hour to go, so I'm just have to be careful with this because this one new hour can just go straight down, and I don't want to take the whole loss here. But this 3 hour candle like looks good. That made that bottom weak, but let's see if we that push up now because I like that. So the 4 hour closed like weak bullish, but it did close bullish, and this one came back, retested that zone again as soon as it opened. That's a good sign too, but this is the problem we have here, right here. This 8 moving average, it's having been respected, but we are above that zone here, so I won't be managing if 1 hour close back down here, right? But if it goes straight down, then I have no way to manage it because then I'm just going to give it 15 pips. See if we get something like this here. Gold seems like it's coming down again. Let's see if we get that opportunity. Go to 3-hour candle closed here. All right. It seems like it's going to fill this week down. 4 hours open. Wow, GG is pushing, man. Let's go. Let's go. Push, push. That's what I said. This is the problem we have here, the 8 moving average. And this 3-hour candle, it can break it, come all the way up here and reject it again. But just that's why I'm gonna be like securing like maybe 10 pips if we got that 10 pips. Right. So that's what we're gonna be doing. It's also the 50 moving average in 1 hour, so many problems there. Do this. So 1 hour is playing between the 50 and the 8. That's what it does when they get close. So we need a close above them. We need a close above this 50 in the 1 hour at least. When they are the candles are in between that 50 and the 8, they play in between until we break one of them. So once we break down there, which means that this zone here is breaking 2 down, and this one rejected and pushed down. And that's what's happening here. It's having a hard time there. Right here. Stay in, closed below the 50, rejected and push down here. Came up here above them, rejected, push up. Let's see. So it's going in here. The 15 minutes looks good to push. Also the 5 minutes looking good, but the only problem we have here is this the 50 moving average in 1 hour, and that is the 8 moving average in the 3-hour candle here, which is rejecting right here. 4 hours a little bit far away, but not that far. Once we get here, we have to expect a rejection from that zone too, which the 10 pips. So I'm gonna be securing pips there.
I didn't hear about some asset.
It's okay, guys. I can just like we just need engagement.
Oh, this thing is taking so long.
Hey, we still here.
Guys, if you're not talking, please mute your mic. If you wanna talk, you're welcome to talk, but if you're not talking, just mute it. There you go. Gold came back down here and didn't even see it. Basically, gold is ranging here, so but for our makes sense to cut up. But like I said, we have that 8 moving average here, which we keep closing below it. And it's 3 hour here. 3 hour came back, like I said, made that filled that bottom wick. And 1 hour looking good to go up. Yeah, let's see. Just going to focus on GG now because they are in buys here. And gold, I don't feel like let's see, maybe we're coming down somewhere down here. I'm just going to leave gold that way for now. Just give me that 10 pips. There you go. I'm going to close in 90% at 10 pips. because we can have a rejection right here. Also, we can come back and reject that 8 moving average down here. But if we close above it here, which is good, we can continue going up. But now I'm just going to close the most of it because there's a high chance to come back down at the entry. All right. Closed 90% right there at 10 pips. And they have very, very small runner. If it comes back to my entry, I will be probably closing my trade. There you go. Very nice. And we are at the 4-hour 8 moving average. Like I said, this could be a rejection. That's why I closed 90%, which it is rejecting it. This blue line here, right? So all right, guys, 10 pips closed. I closed 90% right there at 10 pips for a reason, because I see some issues here. I expected a rejection here, so I closed 10 pips right here, 90% closed. We are live. Do some story for Instagram, and yeah, let's see. Did anyone got this buys? Thomas, Scott, very nice. Jack. Lose $500. That's awesome, man. You got to split with me now. I was just joking. Like I said, we probably gonna have a rejection from here, so. And it can come all the way down below this blue line here, because this 3-hour candle, we have rejected that so many times, which the 8 moving average, right? But if we got a close above it, that means there's a high chance for price to come all the way up here. Well, let's say just here, because this is the weekly zone here. But also we have this 4-hour 8 moving average, which the top line, blue line here in the 4-hour candle. So I expected this to reject, and again, if we close above that on the 4-hour, there is a high chance we come into the 50 moving average all the way up here.
I didn't understand that.
My phone is just trying to find something. Took 8 pips and closed sub rejection. Nice, Ali. I mean, it probably can keep going up based on this, what I see here. But again, this could be an issue here too. Could be respecting this 8 moving average in the 4-hour, like I said, it's rejecting it, right? So let's see. If we keep going up, that would be amazing. yeah, just wait. Let me see this gold. Let's see this for hour. Yeah, for hour. I don't like this because, like I said, when the moving price playing inside this moving averages, it's going to be playing from here to here until we break close above one of them. That's when expect a good move. But for now, I mean, we close above that weekly zone here, right? This is what I don't trust gold at this moment, because we close above this weekly index in the 4 hour, which is this weekly here. And also we have that previous weekly closed above this resistance in the weekly. But this previous 4 hour, like not previous, but this 4 hour candle here closed above, but did not respect this zone, came all the way down to the 50 here. So this could be something like that too. So that's why I'm not trusting gold at this point, but I'm just going to wait for something clear on gold. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I can take buys from here and manage it once we close below that zone here, maybe 1 hour closing below, but sometimes price just keep pushing down straight and you have no time to manage it, or you decide to close it very quick, or you just leave it to hit your stop loss. So I don't want that. So just going to be waiting for gold. I mean, I can try buys here, to be honest with you, but I just not 100% confident on this gold right now. Let me see 2 hour. It's confusing. 2 hours for sells, 1 hour is for buys, 30 minutes for buys, 3 hour for buys, but they probably change it. But yeah, I'm just gonna wait for gold to stay away for it. Stay away from gold right now. Kung Fu Sauce. How are you, Kung Fu? Are you doing Kung Fu, brother? I'm good. Just the name. The reason why I asked you, because I did a lot of 7 years of Kung Fu. That's why I asked you. Kung Fu Sauce. It's funny name. So yeah, it does.
Why are you so
I was
mad?
I was black collar black belt, man. I'm talking about like 7 years ago when I moved from my country, and I stopped doing it because I couldn't find the kind of kung fu I was doing. Markets. I'm fighting with the market now, man. Yes, in Morocco, yeah. I think it has some pictures here, but someone is teaching their babies to trade. It's rejecting that, and problem too. Let me see this. So rejecting that full average. Gold is pushing again. Like gold is ranging. It's at same spot up there again. So 1 hour it's ranging in gold, right? Now I'm gonna wait for above here because I don't want to be in this range. Above here or below this zone here, which is
You know, we actually got top comment on Daniel Savage's Instagram post.
For real?
okay. Gonna wait for above. Which is daily, I think. It's not daily. What was this? Yeah, it's weekly zone here. So we want to close above or below here. So this is a range below here. But I mean, buys make sense based on this weekly, but we want to close above this zone here because it's ranging in between weekly resistance and weekly support. We want to close above for like good buys. Yeah, it's what. G2 is pushing. Let's see. minutes. Gonna fill this probably 15 minutes wick down. Hopefully not. Push, push, push. Yeah, 30 minutes is gold probably is gonna come down again here to this 8 moving average in the 30 minutes. It's coming. Yeah, it's coming down. It's coming down again. Probably it's coming down here again. Which is 12 pips. But yeah, like I said, I want to close above here. But let me see the 4 hour how it reacted to that zone. 4 hour did not close above. 3 hour did not close above. 2 hours, 1 hour, none of candles closed above. Maybe like 15 minutes, and I don't trade 15 minutes. So at least 1 hour. Nice trade on GG energy. Thank you, thank you, Max. Yeah, I just don't like this 7 minutes. Usually, like gold, it's very, 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 very weird when it does not make that bottom wick before pushing somewhere. You know, it does that very little, like maybe this one here. That one pushed up, so it's not, it did make that bottom wick. But this one, very small wick, like it's very weird when it does that. This one here, 10% times maybe. Otherwise, all have that bottom wick or top wick. And let's see DJ here. Perfect setup on 30 minutes. Like which setup you're talking about? I think we may range onto New York session. Let's see. Ignos on gold today. I think we may range until probably because it's ranging in the between weekly zone support and resistance. 2 trades, 1 loss, 1 win, 1 GG, 2 buys. Muhammad, very nice rejection downside, break up. Yeah, rejection downside here. You mean Ali? Here? The red candle. This one here? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I said earlier, this would be a good entry for me, like down here, at least. Maybe it's probably it's like 2 pips away, but yeah, I was not sure about gold, about GG because I expected maybe come here, but I saw like we're probably gonna get rejection from, so 3 pips away. But yeah, didn't want to miss it, so I entered here. So this 1 hour is about to close, or 24 minutes, yeah, but and let's see this 2 hour candle closing up down. If this 3 hour candle closes somewhere around here, price before going up again is coming. This previous next 4 hour 3 hour candle, sorry, 3 hour candle is coming down somewhere here before pushing up again. So for me to buy again, I wanted to come back right here. Why? Because usually come to 8 moving average, reject it and push it again. And if we had that like let's say weekly zone to the left at that exactly moving average, that would be a strong confirmation to keep going up. But I do want it to come back, just push up. $13 pips, I mean, like that. Right, break down now, retest. What do you think? So you mean break and retest. Where, Ali, you mean like above? Break and retest in what time frame? Oh, nice. If this candle like let's say, let me see the 1 hour. 1 hour is far away, but the 3 hour candle like is pushing up, so I hopefully it does not come back down. But usually what price I saw price doing, come back to this 8 moving average before pushing up again, right? Just like this one here, right? Closed above it before pushing up, it came down, rejected it. So this could be a good entry here probably. And let's see if 1 hour close below that zone. Let me do this. I want to see if 1 hour closing down here, because if it close back down here, that's where I get out. Should not close down. All right, it did not close, but yeah, not close down here. So that 3 hour made that bottom week and then push up. That's what I expect here to happen. But if this 3 hour just pushing up straight up here, all the way up here, above this zone here, it's not going to come down here. It's going to respect this zone here and push up. But if you go to lower time frame, I want the moving averages somewhere close here, because price likes to come back to that moving averages. If they are far away from the price, it's going to come back to that. Because look at this, come back all the way down up here before pushing down. Anyways, pushing good. So Najim, do you base your interest on the simple moving average? Nope. It's just a mix or this of the things that I like to look at, but I mean, moving averages give me indication of the price, but high time frame zones are very important, right? And they mix with the moving averages. Moving averages tell me like maybe sometimes to enter or not to enter, right? And when I have moving averages right here, when it said it's going to reject that for hour, expected that rejection, and sometimes it does reject it and push all the way down. So it's just I have been like trading like this, seen this for a long time now, and they just know how canvas is going to work at that zone. But if you focus in the high time frame zones, it would be better. Like, and add the moving averages, you will understand and see how it does work with the price by like time. Gonna realize how they work when we break, when we down, when we are in the middle, right? So, but the higher time frame zones are much important. And the reason for this bias, it's because we have weekly, right? Let me do this because there's a lot of going on in here. Let me, okay. So this is where I came to the charts. This is what I saw, right? Let me do this. Just go back. Go to monthly. Monthly is far away here, and we have down here. So let's go to weekly. Weekly, have a weekly zone right here, which price is above it, right? We have a weekly zone right here. Let's just put it big so you can see. And we have another one right here. It's very simple. So you go to daily and see if daily is still open, right? Still open here. But you go to like 4 hours, 6 hours, right? So I see this 6 hour here, right? Closing above, back above that weekly, and also 4 hour candle, right? And I'll go to daily and see if I have something to the left, and I see this one here could be a rejection. For some reason, price is not going to come back all the way down. It's not going to come back all the way down here and push up. That's why it was like, should I wait for price to come down, which almost did, but it did rejected the daily. And this is what I was looking for bias, because for hour closed above weekly and the daily and the small zones. I don't look at the 4 hour zones and just daily up. So this is was the reason for my trade bias. And I took bias here, right? Somewhere around here, I think should take it here, but take it here. And I was managing my trade. If 1 hour, I said 1 hour closing back below this zone, I'm expecting it to come down here and probably look for bias up here, and then stop below the weekly. And again, if we close below that weekly, you get out. So that was the idea of bias. Okay, cool. Really like that. And the moving averages give me an idea where price is going to reject, where I'm going to take my like profit, where like maybe show me the like the trend, right? But the high time frame zones are much important. So let's go to daily. Probably is rejecting. Did not go to daily yet. Yeah. Now we have this for 6 hour here, right? And they rejected in the previous before here, pushed all the way down. That's why you have to expect this to probably happen. Okay, would really like to see analysis from the beginning, but you start too early. I mean, yeah, you still sleep at that time. Someday we go one-to-one, Dimitri, and then I will explain you. Probably like even if I explain you, like you can back test it, but it's going to take time to see what I see, right? But I'm gonna give you an idea how I take my zones and stuff, like moving averages and stuff like that. Let's go to, let's see this. So looking at the Bitcoin earlier. What is it? Let's go here. What is this? It's very weird. Okay. Let's see. Here. I mean, previous for all metals, resistance at that zone here. So this is where I want like 4 hour moving averages here. It's showing me sales, right? It's very simple. Like this is how you define the trend. Like 4 hour is showing me sales right here, and we are below that weekly zone. And yeah, just same here. We show buys, looking for buys, and sometimes even if it does shows for sales and we break back above this zone here, means that we can see some buys maybe somewhere around here and before pushing down again. So let's see 1 hour. 1 hour is showing sales too. So, but what I see in the weekly here, weekly, I see that like previous weekly. Let me see monthly actually. Monthly, there is no zone, like there is no monthly zone here to like compare this monthly. Anyway, so let's go to weekly. Weekly closed above this zone here, which is weekly, and above this one here, which also is weekly. And this one here, this one, it still has like 4 days to go, right? For Bitcoin. And this one could be like that bottom week to push up, right? But if you close like this, where it is right now, expect the next weekly candle, it can reject this zone here or come all the way up here before pushing down again. So if you go to daily, yeah, daily shows buys here, but let's go to 6 hour. 6 hours showing buys too. So I mean, like if I have to keep in mind weekly bottom week, that because I saw that happening a lot, price breaking down the zones, but the high time frame, that means just was making that bottom week to keep going up. So for me to start, like, let's say, okay, that weekly was making bottom week, now going up, I want to see at least 1 hour changing for buys again, right? Just like it did here, wait for something to, like this, progress, something to change here at least, right? And wait for the price to break that zone. Like they are going to get very close. When they're going to happen like a change in the moving averages, this is going to get close to this. This is going to get close until they break, and then the price is going to break those two of them, like it did here. And then this is where you say, okay, it's changing for bias now. It's closing above that weekly, above this zone here again. We may be gonna push up to continue with the previous weekly here. We have here previous one, right? This continue going up. And then you take a profit somewhere around here. Let's go to daily. You have to keep in mind all these daily zones here. Najim, could you make a video about your style for people to understand you better, please? Yeah, I could do that. All right, Gafoor, take care. Have a good night. What Gigi's pushing didn't even realize that. Let me see. So it's just like I have been seeing, like it's just how it like it moves. I just know how it moves now, the price. That's why uh, you know, some people don't understand. Like Dimitri, he said he does not know why did they take buys or sells. But yeah, I'm going to give some ideas if you want one-to-one, and then you're going to have to be like watching that style or backtesting uh, in real time, because they had never like don't like this is not going to work in the backtesting, like putting back the price back is not going to work, and you have to be like watching it in real time like this. Oh, nice pushing. But first thing you have to do, Dimitri, focus on the higher time frame, right? Daily up from monthly down, because very, very important, those zones. I'm gonna close another 50% right here, and I'm going to just leave a small runner. Let's get what's it? Like I said, the 6-hour candle moving average. The problem this too. So let's see, this 4-hour has take 2 hours to go. 2 hours is about to close, and this is really far away. So the 1 hour, 2, 3 hours. Yeah. Just hope to just push. Stop at B. How many pips is this? Yeah, 20 pips, not bad. 23 pips, 22. Dimitri, you said you are in Tenerife. You speak Spanish, right? Oh, qué bien, qué bien. Qué bien que hablas español también. Oh, Oh, tu parles français aussi. No es perfecto mi español. But are you from there or you just like you moved there? Oh, you're from Belgium. Okay, I lived in Belgium for a year. Yeah. I was living in Vilvoorde. I don't know if you know where is that. Vilvoorde, yes, man. Brooks, I have no idea. I don't remember. It was like a while ago. I have no idea where that is. I know like Gardomidi and stuff like that, like famous places.
Jeff, is that a tea or coffee?
It's not me. Someone is drinking, man.
Yeah, it's Jeff. It says Jeff. I think he's the
Oh,
one.
Jeff.
Yeah,
Jeff probably is drinking coffee.
sounds like a tea though.
Let's see here. Someone sent something here. Wait. This is progress is near to coast, the most beautiful city in Belgium. They call it in the Venice, the north. Oh, let's see. Man, to be honest with you, I was living there, but I lived in Spain before moving to Belgium. I couldn't I couldn't stay there to be honest with you. I was like lost. It's very cold. So I went back to Spain again after a year. Yeah, it's very cold and like said this is not for me. I haven't like I didn't visit many places there because I was so bored. I didn't want even like go out. Let me see what you send me here. Oh, okay. Gold. Oh, George sent this. Who sent this chart? Oh, this is not from today. I'm confused. Let me see gold 1 moment. Yeah, let's see if we close above that zone, but just keep in mind, if even if we close above this zone here, it can come all the way down here because the moving averages are far away, right? So we have to be careful there, right? Even close above it, it does break down almost to that moving average before pushing up again. So I'm going to be careful. I used to like before, when I was like just like discovering this strategy, I used to take buys here and price go all the way down somewhere around here and push up again. I hold this, I hold the drawdown. Now I know good how it moves. That's why I'm expecting we probably come and push down here. Let's see this weekly here. I mean, this is a weekly zone, right? And 1 hour, it's not, let me see 2 hour. Okay, 2 hour closed above too. 2 hour, 1 hour, it's not a strong confirmation about that zone, but it works sometimes. It does work. So the 2 hour closed above, it already touched that zone. Anyways, I would not take buys like this. I would like to see price coming down more. And let me see the 3 minutes here. Yeah, 3 minutes, 15 minutes. So 15 minutes here, at least. Let's see this 15 minutes. 9, 10 pips away. So at least I want the price to come back down here. Because I know gold is crazy. Let's say it took buys from here. Right. And we have to stop here. Okay. But this candle here, it should not close down here. Even if it take buys from here, it should not close down. It should close above it. If it close back down here, that's when I get out of the trade, because that means closing up and down to come down here again. Okay, let's do analysis on gold again. Okay. So this is what I seen here, Dimitri. This is a weekly zone here. Do you see it right here? I have to share charts to draw so you can be able to recognize what I'm talking about. This is one zone here we have, which I have an alarm there. Let me remove this. We have a weekly zone right here. Why are buys good? Because we had previous weekly closing above this. And all what happened down here was that weekly making bottom week. But you could, like, you can take advantage of those sales here too once we, for our close below that weekly zone, right? Take that short-term sales to this 50 and then get out, because that means probably gonna go up. But anyways, so as you can see, this 4-hour candle closing back above it, above that zone again, right? This could be a good entry here, but like I said before, this 4 hour rejected that 8 moving average, but if we got this 4 hour closing above it, that's a good indication. But also we have this weekly zone here that we have to do right here. And when price is breaking up, I put this down. When price is breaking down, I put it up because I care about the body of candles, right? We have that is breaking up. And let's go to 4 hour candle, which is still open. And the only candle closed above it's the 2 hour candle, which is not a good confirmation, by the way. It works, but it's not strong confirmation. And this is what I don't want gold to do. This is what I'm worried, like not worried, but I'm expecting probably something like this. It can happen before pushing up. This is gold. That's why I'm saying when the moving averages like this one was safe because we have these 2 moving averages as a support, right? It's not easy to break them because it does respect it a lot. So if I had this moving averages like here, somewhere around here, right? This would be a good strong confirmation to come reject somewhere here and push up. But as now we are the moving averages are far away. This candle, it can come all the way down here, make that bottom wick, even if it's 2 hour, and push up again. Sometimes it doesn't, it just respect this zone here and push. Sometimes it comes down to that moving averages, right? So that's what I want. I want at least to come to this 50 before pushing up, or I'm gonna wait for the 4 hour closing. It's much good confirmation because 4 hours strong. Like every like the more high time frame, the more strong the confirmation. So if the 4 hour close above here would be awesome, good. But again, be careful because it can come all the way down to this 8 moving average here before pushing up again, right? So that's why I'm thinking for buys, Dimitri. I know it does not make sense what I say. To understand is going to take time. I think Ali he took a like maybe month 2 months to understand that, and I think he does good now. He got it. And so let's see. Around 4 weeks, 6 weeks. Yeah. So this is what I mean back. I can give it a chance once we come back here. But again, it can come all the way down here. So I'm expecting that. So this is the only 2 hour close and above. To this. Right. This is the only 2 hour close and above. And this 2 hour, it should not close back down. If it does, this is where you want to get out. See that even if it came down here, it did not close below that zone. Oh, look at this one, all the way down before pushing up. So, you know, all this crazy. Yeah. Weekly showing spies, but I had to test it and look to the chart history. Yeah. I still look at like even now, I still look at the to the left to see how price reach like acted at that zone, right? It say this is a weekly zone. I go here to see what happened over here, like how it works. Like, it broke down here in the 4 hour. This one came down. It touched that 8 moving average before pushing down again, right? So that's, yeah. Just take time to realize and see the charts in a different way. All right. Wait a minute. Yeah. A minute, it's not that strong, but let's try it. Let's see. I can get it. I'll try here. Yeah. And also, the daily zone here. Next zone we have, it's this weekly here. And GG is coming down. GG is coming down that 3 hour to hour candle. Yeah. It's 1 hour. 2 hour, 3 hour. Yeah. Anyways, I have to stop at B right now, so whatever goes to most of it. Based on the weekly, it's possible to go all the way up here, so don't be shy to get it up there. Stop just back down here. I know it's a big stop, but this is called London correction. I don't know about that. I just trade based on the zones and stuff. I am paper trading and listening a new idea. Let 1 moment. I'm gonna give it a try on gold here. Just very small position because I don't trust it. Right. Let's see. 1813, 50. That's it. Pushed up right away. I mean, it's rejecting that zone. Hopefully, we're going to push up in this 2 hour candle. But let's see there. I'm going to read that in a minute, Dimitri. We have this also the 30 minutes.
Take your time, no worries.
So the stop is, so these two are like, let me see, 1 hour. 1 hour closed above two. So I don't want, like, this 1 hour should not close back down here. Otherwise, I'm going to get out. Right. Let me see. Take a screenshot here. All right. So let's see. And paper traded and testing a new ideas. Idea as well. It's in the beginning stage, but I have seen that gold almost always all the times after 1 hour engulfing candle retrace more than 10 pips or either going outside or same direction but almost under 10 pips of the retrace. Yeah, man. Yeah, try it and backtest it in real time and see how it works for you. And this idea, it's not for 10 pips. This idea, it's for 100 pips plus on gold. If you keep the idea on high time frame zones. Let's see. So let's see what happened here. Okay, 2 hours closed above, showing that it could push in, it could keep pushing up. But like I said, this is where I'm going to be like managing this trade. This 1 hour closes like this down here, I'm out. So this is where I get my like, I know where to get out. I'm not worried. I'm not going to hold the drawdown. This way you get emotionless because you know where you want to get out, and just same as you get in. Yes, that's why I like your trading style. Yeah, man. Try it. And yeah, you are here with us and see how I take my bias. And yeah, and we help each other, man. Oh, gold is showing some love here, man. Nice. Come on. Give me some, at least 10 pips. So shit, man, it's flying. So this is why I like here, because the moving averages we are down here, and this is no problem to go up. It's a good confirmation to keep going up. And what is that? The 2 hours. So the 2 hour moving average, 50 moving average, which is here, right? And usually when price break the 8 here, it goes to 50. So we may see something like that there. 10 pips, 13 pips. I mean, it can close some pips here, but yeah, let's see. 15, 13, 57. Closed 50% right there, about 13 pips. Right now, if he wants to come down, I'm going to close it as my entry, but there's no reason to come down again because this 2 hour candle has still 1 hour and 40 minutes to go. Let's see, 30 minutes, 11 minutes, 15 minutes, 10 minutes. Okay, let's see. I mean, there is no reason to reject. Let me see if we have any daily zones here. See the 6 hour resistance, but I just don't look at this 4 hour and 6 hour candles. Zones daily up. I do see a daily zone right here, so I'm gonna have to keep that in mind too. Okay. So I have a daily zone here to keep in mind, which is 20 pips away. Anyways, if it comes to my entry now, we'll just close. GG looks good, still pushing. Let me see, 5 minutes. 5 minutes closed. Like let's say if I have to take buys on like 15 minutes, I don't trust it because we have the fake out on the 15 minutes. If he did it in 1 hour here, I would not trust 1 hour either. So I just want to a candle that hasn't closed above. That's what I want to see closing above that zone, which 2 hour did. We had no 2 hour closing above. We rejected there, we rejected here, and we closed above here. And 1 hour did too, which is no 1 hour closing above since we came down this zone here. Since we come down, we rejected that zone, come down up, rejected again, come down. So this is the first time when price come up close above again. So yeah. It's going up, very nice. It's here. Wait, this 3 hour moving average. No, 2 hour. What was that? What? I had this moving, this one here for the moving average. I think maybe it's 15 minutes. No, it was the 4 hour. Yeah, it was the 4 hour, which is above still. So let's see the high time frame. So this is what I see here now. When price got to this zone here, I may be looking for sells, right? Because let me see the weekly here. Okay. So previous weekly closed above that zone, right? But the daily is showing me we may see some sells still because we have this daily closing back down. Wait. What's the left? Okay, let me do this because you can see which is this kind of. So this was the previous weekly. This candle, it's the current weekly here, this daily, closed back below that zone. And as you can see, moving averages in the daily showing sells. So once we got to that zone here, we may see some down, right? We may see some pushing down again. That's why I'm targeting this zone here. We may see something like this to continue going down, maybe to this zone, or maybe to still go down, either further. Oh, gold is pushing too. Nice. Okay. So the reason why it's rejecting that zone right with the right here, it's the daily 8 moving average, which we can expect a rejection here. As you can see, the previous daily came all the way up here and rejected all the way down. So we have to be careful with this one here if anyone wants to buy from here up, right? So we're getting some rejection from that zone, which is exactly that zone 2 here, here. It's an important zone, and sometimes you're going to see the moving averages, the line just perfect with the high time frame zones, right? Najim style and price action today working perfect. Yeah, man. All right. And gold came all the way down again. So the trade is still there. My entry was probably going to close now because I'm giving back some pips there, right? But let's see 1 hour here. Yeah, I'm closing this gold. I closed gold because I don't trust it, and also I'm done for the day, and they have to go to sleep. It can still go up from here or come down here before pushing up, but I'm done. I'm done. You can see it coming back down very quick. Sleep tight, hombre. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and close the Zoom. See you tomorrow, guys. And yeah, I'm just going to leave this runner and see if we got that TP here. If not, it is what it is. Take care, guys. See you tomorrow, and have a good day, everyone. Take care.